Hey, if you're hearing this right now, it's probably because something broke inside you. Maybe not just your heart, but your trust. Someone you believed in, someone you gave everything to, chose to lie, chose to betray, and now you're left holding pieces they will never come back to fix. I know it hurts. I know the silence is loud. I know you're tired of pretending you're okay. And maybe tonight, you're not okay. But breathe with me. Just one breath, in and out. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're not worthless. You are a soul that loved deeply and got wounded in the most sacred place, trust. But even now, even here, God has not abandoned you. God still sees, still stays. So stay too. Stay for this moment. Let these words wrap around your heart like a soft blanket. You don't have to fix everything right now. You don't even have to understand why it happened. This is not a sermon. This is not a lecture. This is a safe place for your pain. This is prayer. Slow, real, gentle. And it begins right here. God, this soul is hurting so much. There was once a light in this heart, a hope, a trust, a belief in something real. And now it feels like someone walked in, looked at all that beauty, and decided to break it on purpose. How does one breathe after betrayal? How does someone keep going when the person they loved most became the very reason they cry at night? There's a heaviness in this chest, God. It's like grief, but no one brings flowers for this kind of loss. No one calls to say they're sorry for this kind of death, because the person is still alive. But the bond, the truth, the innocence, it's gone. So right now, I just ask you, sit beside this broken one, not with words, not with answers, but just with presence. Wrap your arms around this trembling soul. Let them know they're not too much, they're not dramatic, they're not overreacting, they're just human, and heartache is real, and trust is holy. And when that trust is violated, it cuts deeper than anyone can see. God, help this soul breathe again, because right now it feels like every breath is heavy. Each moment is filled with questions. Why did they do it? Was I not enough? Did they ever love me? Am I stupid for believing? Silence these voices, Lord, just for a while. Let peace speak instead, not to explain the pain, but to hold it, because even though this person feels abandoned, they are not. Even though they feel forgotten, they are seen, right here, right now. You are with them in the mess, not just at the end of the story, but right here in the middle of the pain. And I pray for their heart, God, for all the sharp edges, for all the cracked places. Let your love flow into those broken spaces, like warm oil, like light in a dark room. May this soul begin to feel, just a little, that they are not defined by the betrayal, not shaped by the one who left, but held by the one who stays. Let your presence be the softest whisper tonight. Let this person know they can cry, they can fall apart, and you will still be there, gently holding every piece, not rushing their healing, not shaming their tears, just staying close, because that's who you are, a God who stays, even when people don't, even when trust breaks, even when nothing makes sense. Tonight, stay beside this hurting one, hold them close, and don't let go. God, sometimes the hardest part isn't the moment the truth comes out. It's the days after, the silence, the emptiness, the echoes of words that were said and can't be unsaid. There's something sacred about trust, and when it's broken, it's not just a relationship that falls apart. It's a piece of identity. It's who this soul thought they were, who they thought the other person was, what they thought their future would be. And now, it all feels like a cruel dream. So many questions keep playing on repeat. What was real? Was it all a lie? Why didn't I see it? Why wasn't I enough? God, I bring all those questions to you because this heart is tired of holding them alone. This soul didn't ask for this wound, didn't deserve this collapse, didn't see it coming. And now, they're walking through a fog, trying to understand how love turned into pain, how someone who once held their hand ended up being the one to crush it. But you, God, you are not like them. You are not the one who leaves. You are not the one who lies. You are not the one who betrays. You are steady. You are true. You are constant. So I ask you now, remind this soul that they are not unlovable, that they are not a fool, that their ability to trust, to love deeply, to hope honestly, was never a weakness. It was beautiful. It still is. Even if someone didn't honor it, even if someone didn't see the value in it, you did. You always have. So tonight I ask for a softening, not of the pain, but of the shame. Let shame lose its grip on this heart. Let the lies that came with betrayal fall away. That this person is broken beyond repair. That they will never love again. That no one can be trusted. Replace those lies, God, with quiet truths, with gentle reassurance, with stillness that holds, instead of judges. And God, even if this person doesn't know what to pray, even if they're too angry, too numb, too tired, let their tears be their prayer. Let their silence be enough, because you hear what no one else does. You see the nights spent crying in secret. You see the strength it takes just to get up and face another day. And you honor it. You hold it. Let this soul feel that. Feel seen. Feel heard. Feel held. Not by someone who might walk away again, but by you, the one who never will. Stay near, God. Don't rush them. Just rest beside them. Right here. Right now. That's all they need. God. Something is shifting, slowly, quietly, not in a way that fixes everything, but maybe in a way that allows this soul to breathe again, just a little. There is still pain, still questions, still moments where the hurt rushes in like a wave, unexpected, overwhelming, sharp, but in between those waves, there are moments of stillness, tiny ones, almost invisible. And in that stillness, you're there, not fixing, not forcing, just being, just holding. And maybe that's where healing begins, not in answers, but in presence. God, this heart still trembles. It still remembers the moment the truth shattered the illusion, still feels the sting of words spoken in betrayal, of actions that turned love into confusion. But this soul is here, still standing, still breathing, still seeking you. And that is enough for now. So I ask you gently, whispered to the places that still feel raw, tell this heart that it's okay not to be okay, that trust doesn't have to be rebuilt overnight, that healing isn't a straight line, because the truth is, some days will still ache, some memories will still sting, but this soul won't have to walk through those days alone. You'll be there, not just in the light, but in the shadows too. Not just when things feel good, but especially when they don't. You are the kind of God who kneels beside the broken, who washes wounds with tears of understanding, who stays up all night with the ones who can't sleep, who wraps peace around fear like a blanket. And that's what I ask tonight, that your peace would wrap around this soul, around their fears, their doubts, their fragile hope, Don't let this heart grow cold, God, not because of what was done to them, not because someone chose to betray what was sacred. Let the pain be a passage, not a prison. Let it shape compassion, not bitterness. Let it deepen their roots, not destroy their bloom. Because even now, even in the aftermath, something sacred remains. The ability to love, the courage to feel, the longing to trust again. And I pray for that, God, not just for healing, but for restoration. Restore this soul, not to who they were before, but to someone even more whole, someone wiser, softer, stronger. Let them rise again, God, but not in haste, not in pretending. Let them rise slow, gentle, authentic, and may they feel you in every step, in every tear, in every breath they choose to take again. Stay close, God. Don't let go. Not now, not ever. God, there is something sacred happening in the silence. Not loud, not obvious, but real. Like the way wounds start to close before anyone notices. Like the way the morning creeps in while it's still dark. That's what you're doing in this soul. Little by little, breath by breath. And even though it still hurts sometimes, there's a quiet strength growing here. A resilience that wasn't asked for, but is rising anyway. God, you know how hard it is to trust again, to believe again, to open the heart even a little after it was broken so carelessly. So I ask you, go slow with this soul. Be gentle, like the tide that doesn't rush the shore, like the sun that doesn't force the flower to bloom. Let this person know there's no deadline to heal, no rush to feel better, no shame in taking it one step at a time. Because some days will feel strong, and others, they'll feel like falling apart again. And both are part of the process. Both are held in your hands. God, protect this heart from becoming bitter, from shutting down, from turning love into fear. Instead, let what was meant for harm become something sacred. Let the breaking become the place where your light gets in. Let the betrayal become the space where truth begins. Because you're not just a God of healing, you're a God of redemption. You don't just patch up wounds, you make beauty out of ashes. You take broken stories and write endings no one saw coming. So I speak that over this soul, that this is not the end, that what was taken will not be the final word, that what was lost will not define what's ahead. There is still life in this heart, still beauty, still purpose, even if they can't see it yet, even if today just feels like survival. That's okay, because you see what's ahead. You see the joy returning, the laughter that will one day feel real again, the peace that will settle like quiet rain after a storm. God, prepare a safe place for this soul, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, relationally. Surround them with people who are gentle, who listen without fixing, who stay without questioning, who love without conditions. And if the only safe place for now is you, then let that be more than enough. Because in your arms there's no pressure, no pretending, no need to explain the tears, just rest, just love, just the slow rebuilding of something sacred from the ruins of what once was. Stay close, God. Hold this heart steady. Don't let them give up now, not when something new is just beginning. God, thank you for not rushing this heart. Thank you for being a safe place to fall apart again and again without ever turning away. This soul has carried so much, more than words can say, more than most will ever know. But you know, and that is enough. And now, after all the crying, after all the silence, after all the aching questions, something different is settling in. Not a sudden joy, not a full understanding, but a peace, a quiet knowing that maybe they're going to be okay. Not because the pain didn't matter, not because what happened was small, but because you are greater than what happened. And you are here, still here. God, hold this soul close as they take their first steps forward, not with pressure, not with false strength, but with your hand gently guiding. They are learning to breathe again, not the shallow kind of survival breath, but the deep inhale of someone who believes again. They are learning to hope again, even if it's fragile, even if it trembles. They are learning to feel again, without fear of being broken all over. And maybe that is the miracle. Not that the pain is erased, but that it no longer defines them. This soul is not the betrayal, not the wound, not the one who left, not the trust that was broken. This soul is beloved, held, restored, renewed, bit by bit, day by day, grace by grace. So I ask you, God, bless this heart. Speak softly to them when the nights get quiet again. Remind them that healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means forgiving themselves too. Let them rest in the truth that they are not hard to love, not foolish, not weak, not broken beyond repair. They are yours, and you do not discard what is damaged. You restore it, tenderly, patiently, faithfully. So tonight, let this soul sleep under the shelter of your love. Let the weight on their chest be lifted, not because everything is fixed, but because they no longer carry it alone. May peace cradle them like lullabies. May hope rise gently with the morning. And may love, real love, find its way back to this heart, in your time, in your way, with hands that honor what was once broken. You are the healer, the keeper, the constant. So hold this heart close, God, and never let go. And now, may this soul rest, not because all the answers came, but because peace came, softly, faithfully. May healing continue, not rushed, not forced, but gently, like the way sunlight warms a room that's been cold for too long. You're not alone anymore. You're seen. You're safe. You're deeply, completely loved. Let your tears fall if they still need to. Let your breath slow if it hasn't yet, because God is still here, still holding, still whispering truth over every wound. If this prayer held your heart tonight, if something in you felt a little less alone, I invite you to stay close. Subscribe to this channel so you'll have a place to return whenever the world feels too heavy, like a friend who waits in the quiet with a light on just for you. And if this brought you peace, leave a like, not just for the video, but for your own soul, for taking this moment to let yourself be loved again. You're safe here, and you are not forgotten. Never. God is still writing beautiful things with your story. So rest now